I told you I'd hold back the report until we knew what was happening.
Yeah, I know, and I really appreciate that.
Well, I'm afraid a copy of the police report went through to the board.
But the charges were dropped.
I'm afraid that doesn't make any difference. An assault charge was made against you. The second since you got your parole. The board want to see you tomorrow morning to show cause why your parole license shouldn't be revoked.
Huh. Oh, God.
Then it's only fair to warn you, Mrs. Davidson. If Mrs. Morris leaves this prison, so does Miss Ferguson. One way or another.
Come in, Smith.
Why the private talk? Can't you say what you want to say to me in front of the other women?
Smith, 3 months ago, the chairman refused your parole because of the trouble you have caused in here. Now, why do you persist in stirring up the women? Don't you want to be released?
Of course I do, but not whilst the women have to put up with the treatment they're getting from a certain officer. Mrs. Morris is the only one around here who gives a damn about us. And we don't want to see her forced out of her job, and I don't think you do either.
She has resigned. I have to accept it. I can't tell her she is not allowed to go.
Sack Miss Ferguson and Mrs. Morris will stay.
I do not need you as a personnel officer, Smith.
What a pity. I've got nothing else to do.
If the current strike is the result of your boredom, then you only have yourselves to blame. I have tried to be fair to you. That is why I introduced the points system. But you undermined it all with a ridiculous system of your own.
That stupid damn points system was doomed to failure from the start. It was open slather for certain officers to dock points off us if we forgot to curtsy when they came into the room. You talk about give and take, Mrs. Davidson. Well, so far it's Miss Ferguson that's been doing all of the taking. You get rid of her, not Mrs. Morris.
I will not have prisoners dictating to me which officers I will employ.
Then you'll have to find another solution, because the women are not backing down.
Hey, Trixie, that today's paper?
No, last Saturday's.
Wonder how Bee's going.
She'll tell Davo what's what.
Yeah. Waste of flaming time, this strike, but...
Why?
Well, the screws aren't going to care if we work or not, are they? It's no skin off their noses.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think the department will be too happy about losing all that money from the laundry.
Hey, what money?
Well, you don't reckon we do all that washing for the old people's home for nothing, plus the stuff from the Wentworth General? God, they must be making a fortune.
I never thought about that. And we do all the work. Well, that's slave labour.
Yeah.
Want the paper, Maxie?
Nah, I read it yesterday.
Davo have to say, Bee?
Well, we're still on strike, ladies. Mrs. Davidson reckons she can't stop Mrs. Morris from leaving.
Bloody hell.
Well, what do we do now?
We sit tight and wait.
Oh, Struth, this is boring. At least when we're working, the time goes quicker.
Yeah, and there's stuff all to do around here.
Oh, Meg, sit down. I have just had a discussion with Ted Douglas about the strike. Needless to say, he's jumping up and down about it.
I can imagine.
I'm afraid we're not on very friendly terms after our discussion.
Why?
Well, I told him that I agreed with the women, that you should stay.
But that's not possible. I mean, if I withdrew my resignation, he'd sack me anyway.
No, I talked him out of that.
Well, I just don't know whether I want to stay. I can't seem to work under the present circumstances.
Well, I realize the no communication rule has never worked, but I thought it was worth a try. However, as it's caused more trouble than it's worth, I'm prepared to drop it.
What about censorship of the mail? I mean, searching the visitors.
Oh, well, that will have to stay for the time being. I have to tighten up somewhere, but once the women start to behave, then perhaps we can relax a little.
Well, I can understand that, but I'm just not sure I can abide by it, that's all.
Oh, now, Meg, I need you, and so does Wentworth. You've seen how the women reacted. You can't leave them like that.
Well, if I do stay, what happens to Ferguson?
Well, Mr. Douglas is convinced that the complaints against her are due to staff personality clashes. He sees no reason why she should be removed or transferred.
The women won't accept it.
Well, we've accepted their terms. They'll have to accept ours.
Until next time.
What are you playing?
Nola McKenzie's favourite game.
Hangman.
How do you play it?
Oh, heck, Lizzie. You can't play. You gotta know how to spell.
You little bugger.
Oh, Mrs. Morris. Any news?
Yes. You can all go back to work.
You're staying. Oh. What about the rest of it?
Well, the officers are allowed to talk to you again, but there's to be no personal involvement. And I mean, if you've got any outside problems at all we can do is get in a social worker. The current security restrictions will stay in force for the time being.
Well, that's something, I guess.
There's something else I thought you'd all be interested to hear. Judy Bryant has been offered the job as careers advisor.
No.
Now, it's not confirmed yet, but she'll be trying to tee up jobs for anybody who leaves here.
Oh, beauty. Can I make a phone call and ask her to call and see me?
It's not official yet, Lizzie. Besides, why do you want a job?
Well, I can't sit around on my backside when I get out of here. Just let me make a phone call to congratulate her.
All right then, Lizzie, wait outside. Now, the rest of you, back to work. Right. Bea, I want you to help me with something.
What is it, Mrs. M?
I don't want you to take any more action against Joan Ferguson.
Well, I'm sorry, but you can turn the other chick if you want to, Mrs. Morris. I owe her too many things already.
She won't be here forever, believe me. And don't you see? When she goes, it's got to be official.
Oh, all right. She's safe for the moment.
Now, I'm going to have to get a few details from you, Tess. It's one of the things that everyone here has to go through.
Fair enough.
You say you just got out of prison, huh?
Yeah, Barnhurst. Pigs kicked me out without even my fare back.
Yeah. You got family?
Did have. You know what it's like. Spend a few months inside, and when you get out, all your mates have nicked off on you. Couldn't even bought the price of a meal last night. Ended up down by the Rattler Yard, sleeping under the bridge. That's where the pigs picked me up.
Well, you can have a bed here for a couple of nights. You'll have to share, though.
No worries.
And, we got some strict rules here, Tess. No dope, and no booze on the premises. Not even BYO, okay?
Fair enough. Never touch this stuff anyway.
Oh, hi, Cheryl. This is Tess. She's going to be staying with us for a while.
How you going?
G'day. You'll be sharing with her.
Thanks very much.
Driscoll House?
G'day, Jude. It's me, Lizzie.
Hi, Lizzie. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. I believe we got to congratulate you.
Fine.
The new careers job.
Oh, well, that's not really official yet.
Oh, don't say that. I just about got Mrs. M teed up to let me be one of your first customers.
Okay. Now, what sort of job are you looking for? Concert pianist or brain surgeon?
Don't come the raw prawn, Jude. You know the sort of work I can do.
Yeah. I also know that you haven't had a visitor for a while. Now, that wouldn't be the real reason for the call, would it?
Well...
Is Mrs. Morris there?
Yeah?
Well, if you put her on, I'll see what I can arrange.
Jude wants to say hello to you.
Judy?
Hi, Mrs. Morris. Listen, you and I both know why Lizzie's ringing me. Do you think maybe if I could, come in and see her, Mrs. Davidson let me through?
I'm sure she will, Judy. Just leave it to me. Here's Lizzie. Can I help you?
Yes, my name's Alcott. I'm here to see Nola McKenzie.
I'm sorry, she's not allowed visitors at the moment. She's in solitary confinement.
I'm her solicitor. In view of the short time we have before a hearing, I'm sure you can arrange something.
Certainly. If you just sign in over there, I'll phone through to the governor.
There you are, Quin. H block. Back in your old stamping ground.
Yeah.
Because Gaffney's gone too. So you'll be able to get up to your old tricks again.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? Running the book, of course. And I'm quite happy to go back to our old arrangements too.
It's not worth it. Nobody's got any money.
You don't expect me to believe that.
It's true. Don't you think I would have started it up already if there was a buck to be made? Everybody's broke since the fire.
Could be right. Well, we'll just have to let the women build up their bank again, won't we?
Yeah.
Right, so don't start your little operation without me, because I'll find out, and you know what I'll do.
Yeah. What's the matter, B?
What do you think?
Yeah, I know. Keep trying to think of the last thing she said to me, but I can't. Rotten, isn't it?
Yeah, real rotten.
Yeah, well, doesn't look like Mackenzie's got much of a future either way.
Righto, you lot. Shut up and listen. There'll be a few cell changes. Quin's back in this block and she's in cell 1. Daniels and Birdsworth, you move in with Smith. Stokes, you're in cell 4. You need to move all your gear at lunchtime, right? I'll be checking after lunch and woe betide anyone who hasn't made the transfer. Any questions?
Do I have to move, Miss Ferguson?
Did I call your name out?
No, but she's moved into me cell.
Right, you can move to cell 3.
What, on my own?
What's the matter? You're frightened of getting lonely. All right, get on with it. Smith, find something for Quin to do.
How you going, Faye? Not bad.
What are you doing back here?
Oh, beats me. Freak just suddenly appeared and transferred Joyce Hanford to D block and me back here. Hey, listen, there's 2 lots of stuff in my cell. If one belongs to her, who's the other one?
Nola McKenzie.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry, love. She'll waste away in the pound if we let her out. And when they do, she won't be around long enough to hassle anyone. How's it going, Lizzie?
Oh, good, B, real good. And guess who's been put on meal duty for the pound?
She got the paper from the workshop.
Yeah, that's all finished, and they did a real good job.
I'll see you later.
B, what was you and Lizzie on about?
Just a little plan I've got in mind to make that murdering McKenzie bitch feel it right at home on death row. Oh, listen, another plan. I need loads of newspaper. Can you get your hands on some for me?
Yeah, no worries.
Well, you, Faye, can do a very special little sewing job for me this afternoon.
I appreciate your concern, Mrs. Davidson, but the fact remains that my client is being held in solitary confinement illegally. You know you're not empowered to keep her there longer than 2 days.
Of course, and ordinarily we would have had her transferred to isolation, but unfortunately, due to the fire, that wing is still under renovation.
It's a problem, I grant you, but my client is adamant that she won't stay in solitary a minute longer.
For heaven's sake, it's for her own safety. All right, I shall call the VJ and he can have it
I wouldn't
extended.
advise that. Mrs. McKenzie is well aware of her legal rights. In fact, she already wants me to give the details of her imprisonment to the press.
What is the matter with the woman? Doesn't she understand it's for her own good?
Yes, well, I happen to agree with you. But she's confident that she'll get no harassment from the other women.
I wish I had that confidence. Very well, Mr. Alcott. You can tell Mackenzie I will consider her request.
Move back from the door, Mackenzie. You heard me. Now, Birdsworth, bring the tray in and then get out.
I want to get out of here. I've been here longer than I should have been.
You get out when the governor says so, Mackenzie, and not before.
Shouldn't let the murdering mongrel out ever again.
Nobody wants your opinion, Birdsworth. Get out.
Eat your meal. Could be your last.
Has my solicitor been in to see the governor yet? I'm entitled to know. It's illegal to keep me in here.
kitchen already.
Yeah. Get a look at this, Bea.
Didn't like our little message, eh?
Like it? She thought it was one big joke. When I went to collect a tray, she reckons our sense of humour really suits her. She's not worried at all.
Is that right? That lady's got a lot to learn.
Watch it, screws.
Lizzie, visitor for you.
Oh, is it Jude, Mrs. M?
Who else?
Oh, okay, I'm coming. Look after this, Bea.
Hey, what'll I do with this?
How'd it go?
Oh, not bad. One arm's longer than the other, but...
Stick it in my cell, under my bunk. We'll work out a way of getting it to the pound in the morning.
It amazes me how you get away with half the things you do, Lizzie.
That's 'cause I'm a model prisoner, isn't that right, Mrs. M?
Well, let's just say we don't begrudge you the occasional visitor, Lizzie.
Anyway, I don't see why I shouldn't have help getting a job. I can work just as hard as the young ones.
Well, you don't have to convince me. I'm here, aren't I?
Well, what's been going on in the big wide world, Jude? Have you had any news from up north?
Lizzie, I thought you would never ask. Just so happens I've got a little photo here taken in the hospital. May I present my grandson?
Oh, God. What a beautiful little kid. Oh, look. Oh, he's lovely. I suppose you'll be going up there to visit him, eh?
Well, I don't know. That depends.
Depends on what? You got to visit your first grandson. You couldn't expect her to travel all the way down here with a new baby.
Well, if I end up back inside, I won't be traveling anywhere.
What do you mean?
I gotta front the parole board tomorrow. They might revoke my license.
What?
They say that I am showing violent tendencies. I mean, so would they if they had a job like mine. Not my fault some junkie tries to bash the place up. I gotta protect the other women.
Rotten mongrels. You're not violent. You just call me as a character witness. I'll tell them.
Thanks, Lizzie, but I don't think it's gonna get that far.
Hi. Thank God you're back.
Why, what's going on?
Little orphan Annie you took in this morning, boozed out of her brain. She's got half a dozen bottles in there and it looks like she's settling in for a session.
Oh, God.
Careful, she's a nasty drunk.
Oh, good day, love. Come and have a drink.
Oh, well, Tess, I've already told you we don't allow...
Oh, just a little drink. No harm in having just a little
I'll tell you
drink.
what, you have all these...
Hey, what do you think you're doing? That's my job.
You can't have the boot.
Don't you? Give me back my... Watch her, Jude.
Take it easy, kid, isn't he? Just take it easy,
Give
huh?
me back my grog. Take it easy. Whoa.
While you had the chance.
She's drunk, wasn't she? I don't want to hurt her.
Bugger it. She'll lock herself in the room with that bottle now.
You're crying out loud. You can stay in my room tonight.
Thanks a lot, but all McGear's in there.
It'll be all right. She's going to pass out in a minute anyway.
I know it sounds strange, but her solicitor wants her released from solitary.
Oh, that could be dangerous. Where should we put her? In the laundry?
With B. Smith? I don't think that's very advisable.
Oh, McKenzie reckons she's not scared of Smith. It's risky, I agree, but if nothing happens, well and good.
And if something does happen?
Well, then maybe her solicitor will see reason and let us put her back into solitary.
Yes. Yes, that could be all right. But I want a close eye kept on her. Do you understand? Very close.
Of course, Governor.
Good morning. Down to the showers, please.
Do you know what you're supposed to do?
Of course I do.
Watch it.
Morning, Mrs. M.
Morning. What's the matter with her?
She's always last out.
Come along, Daniels. Get up and get to the showers.
Hi. Oh, Mrs. M. Be with you in a minute.
Oh, Mrs. Morris, what are the chances of getting some decent shampoo?
Yeah, this muck's making my hair go all stringy.
Well, there are only a few brands available on the buyout list.
But you might just as well wash your hair in washing detergent, Mrs. Garth.
Yeah, couldn't we get some decent stuff? You know, the stuff they use in hairdressers or something like that.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
Poor old Jude has to face up the parole board today. I hope everything goes all right for her.
Well, it has to. Well, if she ends up back in here, halfway house will close for a start.
Oops, sorry. Forgot my toothbrush.
What's that, love? Ward's been looking for you.
Yeah?
How'd it go?
No worries. Wish I could have got it outside her cell, but...
Doesn't matter. It's not so much for Nola's sake as for the screws anyway. Just so they realise she is not the most popular person.
Yeah, but they'll never let her out. She won't see it.
Makes no difference. The screws expect us to kill her. We'll make a few threats now, then cool it. They'll think the heat's off. Oh, so I said, how about some reasonable shampoo? Well, this stuff's making my hair fall out.
Righto, McKenzie, you're out.
About time.
Looks like the women are pleased you're out too. You've already hung the decorations. Looks a bit untidy though, doesn't it? I think you better get it down, don't you? Well, we are being good, aren't we? I don't want to do another stint in the pound. Good. I'll take you down to the laundry then. I'm sure B. Smith can find something for you to do down there. Know anything about this, Smith? No. Get rid of it before the governor finds out about it. McKenzie's been rostered in the laundry, Smith. Find something for her to do. So, they let you out? Yeah. Jacko, little corridor. I'm surprised you had the nerve to come back in here after what you had. One more lousy day and she would have been out of here if it hadn't been for you. I've got no fight with you, Smith. Oh, like hell you haven't.
Hey! Get your What the fuck? Let is mine!
Go ahead, Smith. What are you waiting for? There's a spare cell in solitary.
Yeah, but B didn't start it, Miss Ferguson. Nola kicked her right in the gut.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Daniels. I'd have seen it if she did. I've been standing outside all the time and I never saw a thing. Go ahead, Smith. Don't let me stop you.
Well, well, well. Looks like the freak's got herself a new girlfriend.
Good morning, Judy.
Hi, Mrs. Davidson.
What are you doing out here?
Well, I had 5 minutes. I thought I might as well fret out here as in the waiting room.
Now, come on. You know I'm going to put in a good word for you. Don't be so gloomy.
Yeah, sure.
You're not ill, are you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just... Well, I had a spot of trouble at the house last night. One of the women got drunk and came at me with a broken bottle. I came that close to clobbering her.
Is everything all right now?
Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah, I can see my parole license flying out the window. Visions of her ending up in hospital with a broken head or something.
Well, it just proves that your concern for your parole has a good influence over you.
I'm a real saint, aren't I? Trouble is, to be a saint, you have to be dead. Now, that could have been arranged if she'd been sober. She would have probably cut me to ribbons.
Oh, dear. Well, nobody expects you not to defend yourself, Judy, but on the other hand...
Mrs. Davidson, let's go inside, huh?
How you fitting into Smith's social circle?
Well, how do you think? It doesn't help when they think I'm on with one of the officers.
Wonder where they got that idea from.
Yeah, I wonder.
Listen, McKenzie, I'm not employed to break up petty little squabbles all the time. I like things nice and quiet.
Well, maybe if you treated me like you did the others, they wouldn't get the wrong idea.
I don't play favourites, McKenzie. You know that by now.
I do. But maybe the others don't.
Well, you're just going to have to convince them, aren't you? I said forget it.
What now? We do it without her. We can't. Of course we bloody can. She'll thank us later.
Look, I don't know. You can count me out.
Better make up your mind which side of the fence you're on, young Trixie. Because if it's Nola's, it's you and her against the rest of the prison.
All right, okay. I'm with you.
Oh, we'd better get it right first up, but I don't fancy our chances afterwards if we don't.
You want to kill her?
Oh, no. I've got to share a cell with her. I mean, God knows what she'll do to me after lights out.
All right, then. You just keep knit.
When?
This arvo. After work.
Miss Bryant, the last time we spoke to you was over the matter of one of your taxi customers and an alleged attack you made on him, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. But I already told you about that. I mean, I was acquitted. It's all there in the file.
Quite. However, after you impressed us at your last interview, we believed that to be an isolated incident. You can understand our distress at this report of yet another assault charge being laid against you.
Yeah, I suppose you thought you'd let some homicidal maniac on the loose out there. Look, Mrs. Davidson has already told you. It was just a family argument that got out of hand, that's all. I mean, sure, I hit my sister, but it was only in the heat of the moment. And she's dropped the charges. I mean, she's gone back to the States.
Hmm. Mrs. Davidson, the halfway house project has been running for what, almost a year now?
That is correct, sir.
Are you aware of any problems that have arisen through Miss Bryant's administration?
None. Judy is the one who solves the problems, not makes them.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that's very important. We should try and pursue the question. Well, this business with her sister, are you totally convinced it was an isolated incident?
Definitely. If I had been similarly provoked, I probably would have done the same.
I see. No, I think it's probably better if we do talk about ourselves. Oh, we'd like to discuss this case further. Would you mind waiting outside for a moment? Miss Bryant, you mentioned before that sometimes there are problems at Driscoll House which can only be resolved through a degree of force. Would you elaborate?
Yeah, well, last night, for instance, one of the women came in, she was drunk. I tried to take the grog off her, and she came at me with a broken bottle.
And what action did you take?
Nothing, I backed down.
I see. Why didn't you call the police?
Look, I don't want to get the women into trouble unless it's absolutely necessary. Usually we can sort things out just by talking about them.
Well, I strongly suggest that in future you call the police at the first sign of trouble. After all, they're trained to deal with these problems. As far as your parole is concerned, we have decided to give you one last chance to show that our faith in you has not been misplaced. But if you're accused of violent behavior at any time during your parole period, your license will be revoked immediately. Please remember that.
I will. And thanks very much.
That seat is taken. I said it's taken.
I heard you.
Then wrap off.
Look, let's get this straight. I've got no fight with you or any of the women in here. I just want to be left alone to serve out my time with no hassles.
And that's all Paddy wanted, but you put Paddy to that, didn't you?
Well, what do you want me to do? Say I'm sorry? She just happened to walk in at the wrong time. I wasn't after her particularly. I just want a life sentence instead of the death sentence they've got waiting for me in WA.
We've got one waiting for you right here.
Lord, don't bother coming there heavy with me. You're the least of my worries at this moment.
See, Powell.
I want a word. Okay. Now, look, I'm warning you. I'm watching every move, so don't you try anything with McKenzie.
Gee, Mrs. Powell. What with you keeping an eye on her and Ferguson keeping her on a leash, she's leading a charmed life.
Well, I never thought I'd get off that easily.
The parole board aren't ogres, Judy. They're just doing their job.
Yeah, well, I got a job to do, too. And I think in future I'll have to handle drunks more carefully.
You're going back to Driscoll House, then?
Yeah, of course. I can't see any reason why I shouldn't.
Well, you have money coming to you from America, and Laurie's had a baby. I thought you might move interstate to be nearer to them.
Yeah, well, I've certainly got a lot of money, but I have no idea how I'm going to spend it, but it won't be on Queensland. I think Laurie and Jeff should be on their own, and her adoptive parents don't think much of me. I'll wait until they visit me, I think.
Well, now that we've got all that sorted out, I'll speak to the department about the careers advisor's job.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Davidson. I'd really like that. Hey, talking about Wentworth, how's the campaign for boredom going?
Well, a member of the PRG has donated a table tennis table, so that should keep them occupied for a while. I didn't take my television set in because of their misbehavior.
Yeah, well, you can't blame them for that.
I realize that, but I'm not going to appear to be rewarding them for misbehaving.
Yeah, it's a vicious circle, isn't it?
Well, I suppose it had to come sooner or later. But I'm surprised at you, Trixie. I thought you and me were mates.
You got no mates, McKenzie. You're a bloody maniac.
Maybe if you're in my shoes, you'd do the same.
Like hell.
All right, Maxine.
Yeah, of course I'm all right. Look, you just keep me like I told him that it takes that bitch all over Let me get it. You bitch.
What is this? Get out of here! Help me! Get out of here, you lot! And I'll talk to you later, Maxine. Well, come on. What are you waiting for? You'll keep.
She refuses to be examined. The sister's cleaned her up, but thinks there may be internal damage.
Then we'll call in a doctor.
I'm all right. I don't need a doctor.
Whilst you are in my charge, you will have proper medical care.
No, I don't want to see a doctor.
Who did this to you?
Answer the governor, McKenzie.
I will not have this barbaric behaviour in my prison. Tell me who the culprits are, and they will be punished. Very well. Mrs. Powell, take her to solitary for protective custody with the normal cell privileges.
No. I want to go back to the others.
As you will not tell us the names of your attackers, then we can't take the chance of them repeating their actions.
Who said it was the women?
Are you suggesting it's an officer? Answer me.
You said it, I didn't.
This is a very serious allegation, and I want to know the truth.
All right. I'm not saying anything. You can send me back to solitary if you want, but don't be surprised if it happens again.
Wait outside. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. Smith hinted that she had some sort of arrangement with an officer, but I didn't set much store by that.
Well, we've no proof that an officer is involved, but I can't understand her wanting to go back to the women if they'd beaten her so badly.
What are we going to do with her? Barnhurst?
Out of the question. It's a low-security prison, and she's proved she is capable of breaking out. No, we'll have to let her go back with the other women. But from now on, we can't take anything for granted. We have to assume that anyone is capable of attacking her.
I told you to lay off, and I meant it. I do not need some snotty-nosed, half-baked kid doing my job for me.
Yeah, but B, she deserves all she
I'll decide that. Hey, Smith. You hear the news? Somebody had a go at me this arvo. Knocked me around a bit. Too bad I didn't get a good look at them. Flamin' stupid, though. Bashing me's not going to bring Paddy back to life. Doesn't worry me, but I can handle myself. I'm going to be around here ages yet. You reckon? Oh, sure. I don't scare that easily. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know. I'm going back to my cell, if that's okay.
How do I keep an eye on her?
Oh, God, Maxie. She's as tough as nails, and I got to share a cell with her.
So you got a watchdog?
What?
Maud. I just send her away. Heard you got a bit roughed up. How come the governor sent you back for another dose?
She wasn't going to. But there was no way I was going back to solitary.
Oh? How'd you persuade her?
I told her you did it.
You what?
Don't worry. I kept your name out of it. I just dropped a few hints. Can I help it if the governor and Mrs. Powell jump to all the wrong conclusions?
Don't you try that again, McKenzie, because you'll regret it.
And what'll you do, Miss Ferguson? Charge me? The longer I stay in here, the less chance I have of going back across the Nullarbor. And that suits me fine.
Look, don't worry, Faye. If she lays a finger on you, we'll do her over again.
Oh, you heard B. She'll do a block.
Nah, B'll be in it next time. You watch.
Your attention, please, ladies. Mr. Johnston, a member of the Prison Reform Group, has donated his table tennis set. After the appalling treatment of Nola McKenzie this afternoon, I was in two minds as to whether you should have it. However, as there is some doubt as to the identity of the attackers, I shall not condemn everyone for the actions of a few. Just remember, the use of this table is a privilege.
Let's hope we get to use it before they take it away again.
Hey, what do you mean, B?
Stands to reason, doesn't it? They're running out of punishments for us. They've got to give us something so they can take it back again.
Yeah.
That's really great. I'm getting out tomorrow and they finally give us something to do.
Oh, well, never mind, Trix. But how about giving us a hand to put it up?
Oh, no, get someone else to do it. I've got to clear up my stuff.
Okie doke. Faye, give us a hand. What are you supposed to do?
Wrong, Trixie, not scared, are you? Just because you haven't got a bunch of your mates. I've got a bone to pick with you, Trixie.
Leaving already? Straight after lockup. I'm going to get away early tonight. Had enough for one day.
Hard day.
Well, I can do without being accused of bashing prisoners.
McKenzie.
She told me what happened in the governor's office. I'm surprised the governor even bothered to listen.
So you think the women beat her up?
Of course they did. I know I certainly didn't. But it's very strange that whenever there's any talk of dirty work among the staff, my name always seems to crop up.
McKenzie hasn't accused you of anything.
Oh, give her time. That one is only just getting started. Before she's through, she'll be more trouble than B. Smith ever was.
Hey, Trix, seeing as I'm getting out tomorrow, could you put this on a TAB for me? Horse 5, race 3, Caulfield. Do you want me to write it down? You okay? Oh, good, love. Hang on, I'll go get someone.
No, babe, please. No.
What happened?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I just want to get away from this madhouse.
It was Nola, wasn't it? She bashed you.
Forget it, will ya? Don't stir anything up, please.
But I gotta tell B.
No, Faye, please. Just wait till tomorrow after I'm out of here. I'll put the bed on for you. Okay?
Oh, yeah, all right.
Horse 5, race 3.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with you? Look like you've seen a ghost.
Oh, nothing. I just asked Trixie to put a bed on for me when she gets out.
Oh, good, you're a deal. How's she going to get your winnings to you if it comes in? No wonder she looks worried.
She'll be right. She'll get it to me somehow.
Oh, come on, you lot. Get back to your own cells.
Look, you'll be right, Faye. After the Savo, Nola wouldn't touch any of us. Go on, you'll be right.
Come on.
You want a fag?
What are you trying to do? Buy yourself back into favour?
No. Well, why should I?
Yeah. Why should you?
Listen, Nola, I didn't do nothing. They wanted me to, but I wouldn't be in it.
No. But you were the cockatoo. I know everyone who was involved, from the one who kept knit to the one who organised it all. I'm surprised at that Smith, though. I didn't think she was the type to get other people to do a dirty work for her.
It wasn't B's idea.
Oh, pull the other one. She goes around here telling everyone that nothing happens unless she says so. Well, I don't take kindly to being thumped about. That's something the great
be, Smith has to learn. The hard way.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too. When morning comes around, last night I dreamed we were together, sharing